and welcome to today's yoga class. Today we're going to be looking at hip openers, so lots of lunges and pigeon pose. So to start with, we're going to bring the hands to the knees, close the eyes, take 3 grounding and centering breaths. As you inhale, you're really trying to fill the whole body with air. And then as you exhale, squeezing the belly button towards the spine, pushing all the air back out. 2 more like that. We're going to open the eyes and we're going to go into some spine stretching. So we're going to take a big breath in, arms come up. As we breathe out, the right arm comes to the mat, left arm over, stretching all the way down the left side body, looking up towards the ceiling, opening that top elbow and coming back to center. Breathe in, both arms come up. This time left arm comes down to the mat, right arm comes over the top. Again, opening up that elbow, looking towards the ceiling and really stretching that right body. And back to center. Breathe in, both arms come up. As you breathe out, right arm goes behind, left hand comes onto the right knee, and then you're looking behind over that right shoulder. Back to center. Big breath in, both arms come up. This time left hand goes behind, right hand comes to left knee. And then you're looking over that left shoulder, really twisting through the spine. Release back to the front. Big breath in, arms come up. As you breathe out, the arms come down, fingertips just behind the bottom, placing the palms down, just leaning back, opening through the chest. Dropping the head back, taking a deep breath here and coming back. Final one, big breath in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going to fold forwards, bringing the hands to the mat, releasing the head, taking a deep breath here. Walking yourself back up. And we'll come on to all fours for cat-cow. So making sure hips are over knees, shoulders are over wrists. We're going to breathe in, dropping the belly down, pulling the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. As you breathe out, we're going to round the upper back, tuck the chin to the chest. Breathe in and up. Out and down. Breathe in and up. And out and down. Release to a neutral flat back. Tuck the toes under, and then we're pushing the hips up and back for the first down dog. If you want to, you can pedal the feet here. As we're working on the hips, you can drop the hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're just going to walk feet to hands. Big breath in, come all the way up. Hands to prayer. As you breathe out, bring it to heart center. We're going to go into our first sun salutation now. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat. Either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you breathe out, either jump it forwards or walk it forwards. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, we're going to go into our spine stretch. So if just letting the hands hang is enough for you, stay here. If you can get hold of the big toes, please do. We're going to take 2 deep breaths. As we breathe in, we're going to lift the chest. And as you breathe out, tuck the head towards the knees. Breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, drop towards the knees. Release the toes. As you breathe in, come all the way up. Hands to prayer. Breathe it out. Hands to heart center. We're going to go into our sun salutation B now. As you breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, widen the hands to shoulder width and sit it back for your chair pose. Pulling the belly button in, tucking the tail under. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, drop it to forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in, take the right foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack the hips. And as you breathe out, step the foot between the hands. Get your balance, bring that left knee down to the mat. Breathing in, arms come up for low lunge. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here, really trying to open up that front left hip. If you want to, you can open up into a bit of a back bend. 1 final deep breath here. As you breathe out, bring the hands to frame the foot. Step it back for your plank. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. As you breathe in, left foot goes to the ceiling this time. Bend the knee, stack the hips. And as you breathe out, the foot comes between the hands. Drop the right knee. Get your balance. When you're ready, big breath in. Arms come up by the ears, shoulders down. Take 2 deep breaths here. Again, really trying to open up this right hip this time. And if you want to, you can lean it back for your back bend. 1 final deep breath here. As you breathe out, bring the hands back to the mat. Pop that back foot up, stepping it back for your plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, either jump it or step it forwards. As you breathe in, bring the arms up, tucking the tail under, pulling the belly button in for chair. Take a deep breath here. On your next in breath, standing it all the way up, bring the hands to prayer. As you breathe out, bring the hands to heart center. Good. We're now going to do a flow to start opening up the hips. So as you breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, you're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat. Either jump it or step it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, up and back, down dog. As you breathe in, we're going to take the foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. As you breathe out, step that foot between the hand, drop the left knee, flatten the foot, get your balance, and then just bring the hands to the knee. So we're in a modified low lunge. We're going to take this lunge for a whole deep breath. You're then going to start bringing that foot up and see if you can take the right hand to grab hold of the foot and just pull it towards the bottom. So we're not going into a twist, but we are giving the quad a good stretch. Remember to hold this, hold in the belly button, squeeze the glutes. One more deep breath. Release the foot, bring the hand back, go back into that low lunge, stretch it back out. On your next out breath, bring the hands to the mat, step it back for plank, breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, up and back, down dog. Breathe in this time, taking the left foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack the hips. As you breathe out, stepping that foot between the hands, dropping the left knee, flattening the foot, getting your balance, and then bringing the hands to the knee. Again, really try and push into that lunge. One deep breath. We're then going to start lifting that back foot, grabbing hold of it with the left hand, just pulling it towards the bottom. So again, we're trying to get a quad stretch instead of a twist. Holding that belly button, squeezing the glutes to keep your stability. We'll take one more deep breath here. Release the foot. On your next out breath, bring the hands to frame the foot, stepping it back to plank. This time we will all do knees, chin, chest, small cobra, really hugging those elbows into the body. Release the floor, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Good, we'll take 2 deep breaths here. So we're just going to fire everything up a little bit again. So on your next in breath, take the right foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, bringing it through, feet into a plank position, knee to nose. Take the foot back up to the ceiling. This time we're bending the knee and bringing it knee to left elbow. Good. Take it back up. Last time, bend the knee, bring it through, right elbow. We're then going to turn the foot round and we'll start coming into our pigeon pose. So with pigeon pose, you want to make sure that the shin is in line with the short edge of the mat as best possible. And then just slowly walk that back leg away from you, dropping down. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to bring a block in underneath that right glute so that you've got a bit more balance. If you're comfortable, we're going to sit it tall, try and drop the hips towards the mat. Taking a deep breath here. On your next exhale, walking the hands away from you, coming down onto elbows. Inhale here. You can either stay here for a few deep breaths, or on your next exhale, you can walk it further and bring the head to the mat. Or you can bring the head to a block. Whatever's comfortable for you. Wherever you are, we're going to take 2 more deep breaths. On your next in-breath, just start walking yourself back up. Now at this point, I'm going to place a block underneath my bottom. If you also need to, you can wriggle that foot a little bit closer and use a band around the foot if you wish. We're going to bring that back foot up using the left hand. We're going to try and get hold of the foot and pull it in. Now at this point, if you have the flexibility, you can take the inside of the foot, bring it in and go for your mermaid pose. If you want to give it a go but haven't got the flexibility, bring in your strap, getting hold of it and that leg. We're going to hold for 2 deep breaths. Release the strap, release the foot, remove any blocks, bring the hands on the mat in front of the leg and step it back to your plank. Good. Breathe in here. Gonna go knees, chin, chest, gentle cobra, hugging those elbows into the sides. Release to the floor, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Good. We'll take 2 deep breaths here. You could pedal the feet a little bit if you want to help stretch out the back of the legs. Just be aware of how much better and more flexible that right hip should feel. On your next in-breath, you're taking the left foot this time towards the ceiling. So we're going to build that heat. Bend the knee. Bring it through, knee to nose in your plank. Take it back up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, bring it through, knee to right elbow. Taking it back up. Bend the knee, bring it through, knee to left elbow, hold. And then placing that foot again. So again, we're trying to make sure that where possible, this front leg is in line with the short edge of the mat. Wriggling that back leg backwards again if you want to. You can place the block. Just dropping yourself to a comfortable position. And then bringing yourself up to an extended pigeon. Take a deep breath here. On your next exhale, we're going to walk the hands forwards, coming onto elbows. Breathe in here. Again, as before, if you want to take it further, you can, on your next exhale, you can walk the hands forwards, bring the head to the mat or to a block. Whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, we're going to take 2 more deep breaths. On your next inhale, you're just going to lift yourself back up. And we're going to go into that stretch again. So if you need to, place a block under your bottom. You can ease off this front foot very slightly. and then just lifting that back leg, taking hold of it with the right hand. Now if this is enough of a stretch, stay here. If you want to go into mermaid, you either take the hands over the top of the head, or if you haven't got the flexibility, you bring in your strap, get hold of it, and then bring the other hand round the foot. Good. Take 2 deep breaths here. Release the strap, release the foot. Move any blocks out of the way. Bring the hands in front of that leg and step it back to your plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, knees, chin, chest. Lift to an extended cobra. Tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. You take 1 deep breath here. On your next in-breath, we're going to bring the right foot forwards behind the hands, left foot forwards into a sitting position, and just rolling it back into an easy seated position. From here, we're going to do some hamstring stretching. So sometimes when you're in these poses, pigeon poses and things, they're stretching the front of the legs, so we're just going to give the back of the legs a bit of a stretch. So bringing the legs out in front of you, flexing the feet, take a big breath in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're just going to fold over those legs. So we're trying to get towards the toes. If you want to, you can bring a strap in to go around the toes. If you find that you're bending a lot at the back, you can place a block under the seat. You can also place one under the knees. If you've got any pain in the back of the knees, but you're comfortable sitting, you can always just put a rolled up blanket or something just to help elevate the knees slightly. Wherever you are, we're going to take 2 deep breaths. And then on your next in-breath, just walking it back up. We're going to bring the left foot into the side of the thigh on the right leg. And we're going to do just the one leg. So keeping that right foot flexed. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, just folding over that right leg. Again, if you need to, use the strap or just go to wherever you can do. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. And then on your next breath, in-breath, just walk yourself up. We'll swap legs, so we take the left foot out, flex the foot, bring the right foot into the thigh, breathe in, arms come up. And as you breathe out, we're stretching over that left leg. Good. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then as you breathe in, just walking yourself back up. Good. Taking both legs out now. Soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to take the hands by the sides and we're just going to gently roll ourselves even gently towards the floor. Good. Bring the knees in for a squeeze. You can roll them slightly side to side. Keeping hold of the right knee, you're going to take the left leg long on the mat. Really try and pull that right knee towards the armpits, stretching out the legs and the hips. Bring the left knee back up, grabbing hold of that knee, letting the right leg go long. again, really pulling that left knee towards the armpit, stretching out the hips. Bring the right knee back. We're going to take a happy baby, so we're going to take arms inside the knee, but grab the outside of the feet, lifting up. So you're pulling the feet towards you as well as pushing them away, trying to flatten the spine to the mat. Should feel really good on opening the hips up in a different angle. You can even add in a gentle rock from side to side. Just be careful that you don't roll all the way over. Good. Release the feet. One final squeeze on the knees towards the chest. We're then going to let the right leg go long on the mat. Take the left leg long on the mat. Get yourself comfy. If you want a blanket or pillow or anything, get that now. Bring the hands by the sides, palms facing up, and we'll go into our Savasana. Closing your eyes and allowing your body to totally relax on the mat. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your toes, your feet and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your back and your stomach. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your chest and your shoulders. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your fingers, your hands and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your neck, your face and your head. And as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave your body. Allow yourself to completely relax on the mat, eyes closed and breathing deeply. Begin now to give your fingers and toes a wriggle to start waking the body back up. We're going to move the feet together and take the hands and arms up over the top of the head and stretching all the way from the fingers to the toes. When you feel ready, we're going to roll onto our side. You can use your arm as a pillow and we'll take 2 more deep breaths here. begin to start pressing yourself back to that comfortable seated position. If you wanted to bring a block under the seat to be more comfortable, please do. We're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Close the eyes and take 3 final deep breaths to lock in our practice.